Hold on to your seats because what starts off as a simple courtroom check-in turns into a dramatic standoff between a defendant and the very system designed to protect his rights. Today we meet Rafael Bernal, a man charged with burglary, who's not just battling a criminal charge, he's also fighting his own attorney. In open court, from claims of poor representation to emotional outbursts, and a judge who's equal parts patient and piercing, this case pulls no punches. But here's the real question. Does Bernal have a point, or is he just refusing to face reality? In the next few minutes, you'll see legal process at its most raw, a defendant trying to fire a court-appointed lawyer he didn't choose, a judge breaking down legal basics in plain terms, and a moment where everything nearly falls apart. And, trust me, the final confrontation. Absolutely wild. Let's break this down.
Just to remember everybody so that you will know that you're not just a number to me. And it's easier for me to remember faces and names as opposed to SID numbers. I had one client though, his SID numbers were 3 digits, so that was easy to remember. And you know what that means if your SID number only has 3 numbers.
That little story about the 3-digit SID number, that wasn't just a quirky tale, it set the tone. The judge clearly wants to connect with defendants as individuals, not case files. And when she says, "You're not just a number to me," she means it. But here's the irony. Despite that empathy, this court runs by the book. The law doesn't bend for anyone's feelings, as we're about to see with Bernal. What do you think? Does a personal connection help make justice, one feel more fair, or should the courtroom stay cold and clinical? Drop your take in the comments.
Judge, he wants a new attorney.
Oh, why?
I don't think she's surrendering my best interests. I'd like to hire her.
All right, so here's the thing. Let me explain something to you.
Rightly so.
Sometimes, and it's okay if you want to hire an attorney, that's fine. Sometimes people think an attorney is not working in their best interest because that attorney is not giving them what they want.
Right.
Sometimes people want a dismissal and the attorney says, well, I talked to the state. State says they're not dismissing it. They can't force the state to dismiss a case. If you want a dismissal and the state says, no, we have enough evidence, we're not dismissing it, then your choice is, hey, either you accept that they're not going to dismiss it, enter into a plea bargain agreement, or either you go to a jury trial or a bench trial. But your attorney can't force the state to give you what you want. That's not really how it works. The way negotiations work is they'll go to the state. Maybe your attorney will tell the state, hey, I see some bad issues with your case. This is what you're going to have a problem proving. And then the state will be like, oh, I didn't view that. These prosecutors will do that. I don't know what other prosecutors are doing, but they're saying like, oh, I didn't consider that. Let me look into that. And then they'll probably look into it. And if everybody agrees on what they're seeing or what the issues is, they may say, you know what, we are going to dismiss it. But you're charged with the burglary of a building.
Right.
So burglary of the building cases, they're very simple. Drug cases are very simple in terms of what needs to be proved. So if your attorney is not giving you what you want, which may be a dismissal, that doesn't mean that they're not working in your best interest. It just means that the state said they're not going to dismiss it. State.
And there it is, the hammer drops. The state flat out refuses to dismiss the burglary charge, and the judge, she doesn't sugarcoat it. She makes it crystal clear. Your attorney can't magically make the prosecution fold. This is legal reality 101. A defense attorney's job isn't to get you what you want. It's to get you what's fair and what's possible under the law. So when Bernal says he doesn't trust his attorney because she hasn't delivered a dismissal, that's not malpractice. That's misunderstanding how the justice system works. Would you be frustrated if your lawyer told you the state won't budge, or would you accept the strategy and push forward?
That defense could bring us?
Yeah, I'm sorry, that the defense could bring you to have you dismiss this case?
There is not, Judge.
So they're not going to dismiss it.
Okay, everything that you said prior to this about how she's not doing her job.
No,
Let's explain.
I'm not saying she's not doing her job. What I'm telling you is it appears that you, and I'm using it as a hypothetical, you want a dismissal. The state is saying they're not going to dismiss your case.
But she hasn't also given me the proof of why I don't have a case for dismissal. She's never given me. I need to look at the proof to see what proof they have to convict me.
All right, so let's do this. Could you go over the paperwork with him again?
Yes.
All right, and state, could you make sure that she has your file so that she can show him police reports and everything?
Certainly, Judge.
On the record, respectfully, Judge, I have shown him all of the documents that we have in the state's file. He's looked at the state's
Oh, no, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
We'll do it again.
yeah, sometimes
This right here is a turning point. The judge doesn't just rule, she educates. She tells Bernal, here's what burglary of a building means, and orders his attorney to show him the actual evidence in penal code. That's a big deal, because many defendants, especially those with older or outdated knowledge of the law, don't understand the specific legal criteria that lead to conviction. It's easy to say, I didn't do anything wrong, but in court, it's all about what they can prove and whether it meets the elements of the crime. This is courtroom transparency in action, and it might just shift how Bernal sees his own case.
come back. But what I want you to know is when you're sitting over there, the state is saying they are not dismissing the case and she can't force them to dismiss it.
I understand.
Okay.
Fully.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Just have a seat.
May I make sure, just on the record, he has made very clear that he does not want me representing him, that he wanted to retain an attorney. Do you still want me to
Oh, yes.
okay.
I mean, do you have an attorney here today?
No.
All right. So yes, you're his attorney.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
So I just don't want to complain. Yeah, she's ordering.
No,
me to-
she is going to show you
Right.
all of the documents that the state has against you.
Okay.
And then once she's shown you that and you've read it, just come back before me. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, counsel. Mhm. All right. Hey, Sue.
Much later.
Thank you.
You want to make anything about the excuse?
Yes. Oh, well, wait a minute. Wasn't there a case that you had with Renee Munoz about the concurrent?
Thank you, yes, I mean.
Raphael Bernal? And Rick, if you can let me know which one that is, and they can pull the file and I'll make sure I write it on there.
Okay, I can let you know right now.
Okay. Let me grab a sticky note. If you want to write it from here,
Yes, sure.
then I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Jan.
You're welcome. All right, Raphael Bernal? Oh, Mr. Bernal?
Yeah.
Hi. So you want a jury trial, is that correct?
Yeah, I was off for 8 months.
No. Here's my question. Legally, I'm not supposed to hear what plea negotiations y'all have made because legally those are supposed to be confidential.
Right.
So I'm going to wash my brain of what you just said. So my only question for you is, are you reaching an agreement with the state or do you want a jury trial? That's either yes, I want a jury trial, or no, I don't want a jury trial. All right, so here's the thing. We've been here on this train before. So the train stops here. Do you want to, if you want a jury trial, I will give you a jury trial. So do you want,
I'm a lawyer.
well, do you have money for an attorney?
No.
All right, then that's where we are. This is your attorney.
No.
All right, so you're going to represent yourself?
No, you can hire me another attorney.
No.
This is where things get tense. Bernal is spiraling, rejecting his current attorney, refusing to hire another, and still expecting different results. But the judge doesn't flinch. She reminds him if you can't afford a lawyer, the one appointed to you is what you've got. What we're watching is a defendant trying to fight the system without a plan. He doesn't trust his representation, but offers no alternative, and that's a dangerous space to be in during a felony. Okay, so here's the question. Is Bernal sabotaging himself, or is he genuinely trying to protect his rights? Let us know what side you fall on.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, Judge.
Are you appointed or retained?
Appointed.
All right, you're appointed. So what that means is that the government, the state of Texas, the taxpayers, because you can't afford an attorney, had this attorney appointed to represent you.
Right.
So this is your attorney. If you want
Not
another,
representing-
Mr.
if
Brown.
you want another attorney,
Yes.
then you need to hire one.
How?
I have no idea. All
You
right.
don't have no idea.
Judge, may I present the case?
I'm telling you
May I go
how.
forward and try to represent him? He has,
No, you
I
will
think
find me
he's upset.
another lawyer.
I think he's upset, and it's possible that I mentioned before, he's very knowledgeable. He knows a lot of the law. It's old law. I've tried to update him on some of the laws, on some of the charges that he has had in the past, and the charge we're talking about today, which is burglary of the building. I
It's a
explained the
repeat.
difference.
That
Difference.
time I was here before.
Mr. Bernal, can you-
No, I need to explain.
So what I
It
would
was
like
the
to do right
same
now, Judge.
thing, burglary of a building, and it was dismissed. Announcer.
And now we've crossed into full breakdown territory. Bernal's frustration explodes, shouting over his own attorney, accusing everyone in the courtroom of being against him. The judge calls it out immediately. Childlike behavior. Whether you sympathize with Bernal or not, this moment proves one thing. Emotion and logic rarely sit in the same courtroom seat. By interrupting and refusing counsel, Bernal may have just made his legal situation a lot worse. Remember, the courtroom is not the place for chaos. It's a place for evidence, reason, and strategy. Would you have kept your cool or lost it like Bernal did here?
What is it you hear?
Mr. Judge, can we get a second, please? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Sometimes, counsel, I understand where you are, but sometimes when people don't get their way, they behave childlike, which is fine. So this is what's going
I'm
to
64 years old. I'm older than you.
counsel. You assume that. Counsel,
Where did I assume that?
counsel, this is what's going to end up happening. You're going to go to jury trial. You will be his attorney. If he doesn't want to take your advice or listen to you, then he doesn't take your advice or listen to you. But people need to realize that when you're appointed, people need to realize that when you're
That's bullshit.
when you're appointed an
She's
attorney,
working against me. You're working against me. The district attorney is working against me. And you're not listening to me.
Shut up. Shut up.
And everybody hears me. Hey, look, now they're gonna assault me.
We're not assaulting you. We're just
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
thank you.
You're welcome. So the bottom case number is one that only shows up as being sentenced to. The top two need to be concurrent with it.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about that.
Here's the thing. You know what I always say?
It's one of those days.
No, it's mine. But
Well, even for me too. My
there's a
short
song by Monica, just one of them days. But here's my whole thing. Everybody needs to stop apologizing for other people's action. That's a grown man. There's no need for you to apologize for him.
It offends us to see
Sorry,
It
Judge.
does.
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Don't feel bad. That's not you. Cornelius, you know what my grandmother would always say? I don't know why you're feeling bad. That's not you.
I'm like, can you please stop it? Oh my God.
Oh, wow. I don't think this is the first time we've ever heard the word BS.
I didn't expect that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Cornelius,
I think it's
you
bad.
know, that reminded me of, do you remember that movie In Justice for All?
Yes. You're out of order.
All right, so, Norma, what date do you want to bring Mr. Barnell back for jury trial? No, it's criminal trial division. It's a state jail felony. It's a regular building. If we were to do the jury selection on the Wednesday, it should be done by Wednesday as far as testimony.
And now we've crossed into full breakdown territory. Bernal's frustration explodes, shouting over his own attorney, accusing everyone in the courtroom of being against him. The judge calls it out immediately. Childlike behavior. Whether you sympathize with Bernal or not, this moment proves one thing. Emotion and logic rarely sit in the same courtroom seat. By interrupting and refusing counsel, Bernal may have just made his legal situation a lot worse. Remember, the courtroom is not the place for chaos. It's a place for evidence, reason, and strategy. Would you have kept your cool or lost it like Bernal did here?